What's up, guys? Your boy, 22K13. Gonna talk about 10 reasons The Undertaker vs. Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 32 is a mistake, and it comes from WhatCulture.com. The finish of WWE SummerSlam left one thing obvious. The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar are going to wrestle again. It is likely that the location of the next match will be WrestleMania 32, which is set to break WWE attendance record in Phil Dallas Cowboy Stadium with 100,000 wrestling fans. But main event with The Undertaker vs. Brock Lesnar would be a mistake. They shouldn't even wrestle at the show, and Survivor Series would probably be a much better idea for the final match of their current trilogy. The announcement of The Undertaker vs. Lesnar as WrestleMania 32 main event is rumored to be coming tonight on Raw. Here are 10 reasons it would be a mistake. Number 10. Heel-face dynamic would be screwed up in Texas. Following WrestleMania 31, Brock Lesnar was clearly WWE's hottest babyface. Not only that, but he was as hot as any star has been in a long time. His reaction was almost akin to Steve Austin's Attitude Era level. But by booking Lesnar against The Undertaker at next year's WrestleMania in Texas, WWE would be killing all of Brock's megastar face credentials. Taker is Texas born and bred, and whoever he faces in his home state, the opponent is getting booed out of the building. It wouldn't be good for Brock. While both men were over as faces at Brooklyn SummerSlam, it would be a very different reaction at the Texas Mania. Even more weird is WWE attempt to give Undertaker a heel edge. All these low blows and mannerisms, it isn't going to count for any heel heat when he is at Mania. He's a natural babyface, and it would be impossible for WWE to have it any other way next year. Number 9. Repeat aren't box office. When it comes to WrestleMania main event, repeats aren't box office. First time ever slogan and first matchup are what sell a really big buy rate subscription number. Look no further than Rock vs. Cena from a few years back. The first match gave WWE their biggest grossing pay-per-view ever, but the rematch showed a significant drop-off. Lesnar and Undertaker at this stage aren't even a repeat at Mania 32. They would be a repeat of a repeat. For long-term fans, it is even worse than that, with several Taker-Lesnar matches in 2002 and 2003 still remember. The big box office was in the first Lesnar-Taker match at Mania 30, given that it was coming off their altercation at UFC a few years before. There was then money in that rematch at SummerSlam just because it was the story of the revenge for the streak, but getting value out of a third match is less worthy than WWE are imagining. Number 8. The creative is weak. Great WrestleMania main events are built on strong creators such as Royal Rumble win or personal journey. They aren't built on low blows and squeeze finishes. SummerSlam set another Taker-Lesnar match up, but it did so in a weak fashion. The ref missing Lesnar tap, then missing the low blow, then Lesnar losing by passing out. It isn't the sort of creative that Epic Mania main event are built on. Yes, it does lead to another match, but not an A-show match. It should be a B show or a B-plus show like Survivor Series or Royal Rumble. There is unfinished business, but there isn't Mania proportion business to be done from the story told at SummerSlam. Number 7. The in-ring quality can only be so good. Up until the confusing finish, Lesnar-Undertaker was a very good match at SummerSlam. Can they top it at WrestleMania? Probably not. What we saw at SummerSlam was as good as they can get. The physicality and UFC tone were entertaining, but there isn't another level they can hit. They can probably have a match as good, but going any better would be tricky. On the other side of the coin, their first match in this trilogy was terrible. Imagine if they went to WrestleMania and had a match that bad again. They're a better opponent for both men. In terms of matching them with people they could have excellent matches with against each other, they can only take it so far. It isn't like Michael Taker where you just knew it was going to be magic every time. Number 6. Undertaker, Sting is what the fans want to see. Vince McMahon said WWE always listen to their fan base. If that's true, then surely it should be Sting versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 32. That's the match that fans have been dreaming of since the Attitude Era, when both men were stars in the WWF and WCW. With both now working in WWE, the call for Sting versus Taker are louder than ever. Think about it. What is more exciting, enticing, Lesnar and Taker for the third time in 2 years, or Sting and Taker for the first time ever? WWE booking Lesnar vs. Taker again is more like what Vince McMahon wants to see. You also have to wonder if it comes down to Taker and Lesnar wanting to work with each other, based upon personal friendship or ego. Number 5. Fresh blood for Lesnar. One of the biggest problems with Brock Lesnar 2012 present run is how many times he repeatedly faced veterans. There have been multiple matches with the likes of John Cena and Triple H, and now The Undertaker is proven to be the same time consumer. It wastes the opportunity to book Lesnar against fresh blood. There are younger talents who have more to gain from competing with him. Plus, when he has faced first names like CM Punk or Roman Reigns, the matches have been spectacular. One example of which is WWE's throwaway of the Seth Rollins feud. Lesnar could have had spectacular matches with the athletic star, but they ended up having nothing more than a 9-minute match at Battleground 2015, which was ultimately all about The Undertaker. Number 4. Give Survivor Series a main event to sell network subscription. WrestleMania sells itself, getting over on name alone. With that in mind, perhaps the Lesnar Undertaker banner would be much better used on something like Survivor Series, or even a B show like A Night of Champions. It would pop up what is traditionally a poor performance season for WWE. Network subscription will be high around Mania regardless, where subs are expected to dip substantially in the next few months. Part 3 of Lesnar Undertaker can make more of an impact on WWE business now, rather than the always strong Mania month. You also have to consider that the feud is relevant right now, but the story carrying over another 8 months to Mania is a long time. Wrapping up SummerSlam controversy ending sooner rather than later is a better idea. Number 3. Undertaker needs to win in Texas, but Lesnar also needs to win. The Undertaker vs. Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 32 is unbookable. You can't have Taker losing in his home state, but you can't have Lesnar losing either. The Beast wasn't a winner at this year's Mania and didn't win at Battleground or SummerSlam in the month that followed. You can't continue him on that non-winning course and expect momentum to be maintained. After Mania shows, he only actually won there 2 times in his entire career, in 2003 and 2014. He due a W next year. In terms of The Undertaker, he could be retiring next year, right there in front of his home support. Booking him to lose could literally cause a riot. Number 2. No outcome helped WWE business. The entire Lesnar Taker feud right now is an example of WWE booking themselves into a corner. There is no outcome that can help anyone involved. No one has anything to gain. An Undertaker win isn't going to make him any more over than he already is. Brock Lesnar isn't going to be any more over. But someone is sure as hell going to be less over if they do a job on the main stage at WrestleMania next year. In Taker's case, he probably isn't even going to be competing in a year or 2 from now. What's the point in investing all of this in him? He can't take it anywhere. No outcome can help WWE, so it is probably best the feud is resolved on a B show, and then both wrestlers can work a different opportunity and contact at next year's Mania show. And number 1. Cena vs. The Undertaker and Brock vs. Rock is where the money is at. If WWE wanted to really deliver at WrestleMania 32, they'll realize that Lesnar and Taker are much more effective apart. Cena vs. Undertaker would be far bigger than a third Lesnar match. It is a match that hasn't happened on the big stage or at any point in Cena's peak. It also plays into the wider fascination with Cena teasing a heel turn. It will work wonderfully as Mania show closer next year. You also have the fact it is the biggest star of the present against the biggest working veteran. As for Brock, it is a rematch of a first time ever, going back to what happened 13 years ago. The story is that Lesnar beat The Rock out of WWE, and is also probably the two biggest commercially mainstream names in WWE going up against each other. Lesnar was a major sports star in UFC, setting their pay-per-view records, while Rock is a Hollywood box office phenomenon. Largely, Lesnar vs. Undertaker at WrestleMania 32 just doesn't make as much sense. Well, that is, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.